Guru0 here, bringing you a deck profile of the Tengu plan deck that I've been playing. Before I start, I'd like to give a couple shoutouts to Kuma1921, Big Black Nigga. I hope we do good at Ohio. Me and him are probably gonna play the same deck. Shout out to Joe Bogley, our World Championship qualifier. GCS 40. Yu-Gi-Oh! Trader 101 is YGO Trader 101. Look him up. He has a lot of good things to say about the game. And Serious Shroom Frogs, Ball Clark. So shout out to them. Alright, here goes with my deck. The Plant Engine, Lone Fire, Dandelion, Spore, and Glowpole. You know, the Plant Engine. We all know how to work that. Debris Dragon. 3 Reborn Tengus. You know, best floor of the deck. 3 Turgais. And the second. Double Maxi. After Nats, a lot of people thought the plan deck was going to lose popularity because of the ban list. Right now, plants are still tier 1, and Maxi has become really broken in both mirrors, and any deck can splash Maxi as a draw card because you're likely to play a lot of plan deck or agent decks that require win conditions by special summoning a lot of monsters. So this card is pretty staple in not only the mirror match but also in any deck. For example, probably the only deck I would have main deck this is probably Great Keepers, but other than that, I'd probably main deck 1 or 2, even in TGs. Double Effect Valor, another staple for plants and TGs. Maybe Great Keepers main this too. As you can see, a lot of the decks are based around or use a lot of hand traps. Double Valor, double Maxi, and Gores. Spear Reaper. I'm almost thinking taking Spear Reaper out because the Dark World's coming out. You don't really want to attack and discard the cards. Throwing a Kite for this, and you'll see how it runs from there. Because it was mostly for agents because it was my stall for the Christia. Because I can search out with saying and you stall until I draw it out. But my deck, the way my deck's running right now, I have many outs to Christia, so I'm not to worry about it. So I'm probably gonna take it out for Kai's. Double Thunder King. A lot of the plays right now consist of Turgai, first turn Turgai, exceed into Leviathan, or just do first turn Turgai, leave the Sangin out and pass turn. So having a T-King, just being able to destroy the Sangin and not giving the search is really powerful. Also, part of the Volatility got reprinted as a super rare that anybody can get. So, I don't want to say bad players, but a lot of the average players are able to purchase part of the Volatiles and splashing their decks. So being able to drop T-King and have them not be able to play the part of the Volatile is pretty good because they'll immediately be at a -1. So double T-King is pretty good main deck right now, and it's also a life for the Black Luster Soldier. And it's kind of anti-meta-ish. I love drawing T-King and all spell and traps and just dropping T-King, set 2 back rows or 1 back row, depending on how strong my hand is, and just being able to sit there and my opponent doesn't know what I'm playing yet. So really good T-King right now. And Black Luster Soldier, because you have to play Black Luster Soldier. Best card of the game right now, aside from Turgai. Double Enemy Controller. Enemy Controller is such a good card right now. If used with Tengu, it's like a brain control without technically wasting without giving yourself a -1. It's also a card to get around to dodge the Effect Valor, because you're able to tribute a monster and make sure the effect goes out. For example, Trishula. You're able to go to Trishula and your opponent can go Chain Effect Valor. And if your opponent controls a monster, you can go tribute the Trish, take their monster, and have the Trish effect resolved. So it's really broken plays that you can have with Enemy Controller. And it's also, you can also use the other Switch to Defense effect to protect your Thunder King and stuff like that. Double Mystical. I still think double is the perfect number to run in this deck. Heavy Storm, 1 for 1. I'm almost thinking of taking 1 for 1 out because a lot of plan decks are maining double maxi, and some people are even maining triple maxi and the Entragodias. So I don't want to depend my win conditions on going off with, and then my opponent going chain maxi, and I have to go off and having like 4 or 5 special summon in one turn, and then they'll have to draw 5 cards. So I'm probably gonna take 1-for-1 out for Ohio. Mind Control, Staple, because like Brain Control now. Reborn, Foolish, Book, Dark Hole, Scapegoats, Pot of Avarice. All staples. The Goats, it's a new addition to a deck that we've seen around. Billy Break ran it. Basically what it allows to do is allows to go end phase Goat, and now if you have Lone Fire, you're ready to go off, or you can use it for your enemy control and take control of their monsters and try to go off with exceeding or synchro summoning, however way you can abuse that card, you know. And one part of duality, because the way I side deck, this card really helps me out a lot. I almost want to run double pot, but I need to see how I'm gonna fit that in. My trap consists of double Deep Prison. I think Deep Prison, I don't play Mirror Force. I think Deep Prison over Mirror Force is really good right now, because a lot of players are playing Starlight Road because of Heavy being back, and also this is a really good card to be able to, you know, you go first turn Tour Guy, drop Sengen, and then your opponent goes first turn Tour Guy and have their Sengen attack your Tour Guy, and if you have Deep Prison, it's really good to remove their Sengen out right away. Also, a lot of players try to play around Mirror Force. It's good that you assume that players play Mirror Force, but having Deep Prison allows me to get rid of a lot of annoying cards like Christia, Stardust, and especially Stardust, you know, because it's kind of hard to deal with Stardust because all your stuff consists of destroying. Trap Dust Shoot, because it's really good this format. The Solemn Brigade, Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warnings, and Torrential Tribute. Pretty staple. I don't think my deck's any special. I'll show you guys my extra deck. Utopia, Steelstorm Roach. I think I'm taking this guy out, and the options that I'm leaning towards right now is Android, Shooting Stars Dragon, Second Levier, Decisive Armor, or maybe even what's it called, Arcana Magician for the, you know, the Librarian and the Formula Synchron. Jeez, I can't even think right now. Levier, Leviathan, those are the exceeds. Then Synchros for staple Formula, Army Arm, Librarian, Catastor, Bravo, Orient Dragon, Ancient Fairy, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, and Trishula. I will show you guys my current side deck right now. It's probably gonna change. Oh, it's not my deck. It's probably gonna change for this weekend. We have regionals, third MST for Grey Keepers and GBs, and you know, heavy back row decks, TGs. Two Looking Delight for agents. Doubles Matching Ground for good out for Christia. It's good against the anti-meta decks and GBs. Black Horn of the Heavens. This is basically my solo morning, specifically for the agent and for the plan deck. That's usually why it replaces itself in my deck when I go into game 2, because it's for free. A lot of those decks depend on special summon monsters to win. Debunk for DGs and Mirror Match. Double False Dynas for heavy special summon decks such as plants and TGs and agents. Double Kaiku for and also I use it against plants to fuck up the graveyard, because I think the only monster that can run this over is Thunder King right away, and it prevents Chaos Sorcerer and Black Luster from coming out, or Hyperion from being able to use effect. 1 DD Crow, and double Cyber Dragon, because Grey Keeper is still kind of annoying, and the Chimera attack along with it. So yeah, that's my deck right now. I'll let you guys know if I top this weekend. I'll post an update of what I do or what I change in my deck. So stay posted. More videos are coming up. I'm gonna try to get as many videos as I can when I go to Ohio. So I'll see you guys there hopefully. Overseer out.